to, because he's such a fat slob DEI product of Harvard.
That is crazy. Okay, folks on the left have allowed conservatives to run rampant with their hatred of DEI without accurately pointing out the fact that most of Republican power in this country comes from DEI programs that are enshrined in our Constitution. The Senate is a good example. You have a place like Wyoming that has less people in it than Brooklyn. California has 70 times the amount of citizens as Wyoming, but they get 2 senators, right? And California gets 2 senators. And when the 100 senators sit down there and make decisions, those 2 at Wyoming have just as much say as the 2 in California, right? So when we talk about the Senate being split, half Republicans and half Democrats, that half Republicans is not representing half of America. They're representing a way smaller, but they have a bigger say than they otherwise would, because of the DEI program that is how we elect senators. It gives outsized power to otherwise underrepresented populations. The electoral college system is another good example. We wouldn't have had a Republican president in my entire lifetime outside of Bush winning in 2004, and that one was contentious, if it were not for the electoral college system and how it protects these small Republican states and gives them electoral college votes when they have like sometimes less people in them than like Chicago, just as the city of Chicago. And they're even intimately familiar with the way that they falsely describe DEI programs, because they access some of this. They describe DEI programs as things that allow people to just get a free ride. They're not. But even if they were, is that so bad? Because Republican states get a free ride in the American economy. Blue counties drive America's economic output. Do you see what is on screen? This is insane. Also, 7 of the top 10 most dependent states in America when it comes to receiving welfare are Republican states. Most of the states that are donor states, those are states that pay more in taxes than they receive in aid from the government, are Democratic states. They're benefiting off of blue industries that pay more in taxes than they receive from the federal government. Red states don't even dominate the parts of the economy that they're supposed to. 6 out of the 10 best manufacturing states in America are blue states. We get about $2.9 trillion from manufacturing to our GDP. Half of that is coming from blue states. What about farming? We wouldn't have agriculture without the red states. Also not true. California leads the country in agriculture. California has more agricultural output than Missouri, Indiana, and Kansas combined, and takes less farmer subsidies to do it. This is not even a question about who's getting a free ride in this country. And Democrats need to be better at making that case.